2.3 graph equations of lines. All right, a lot of them say like graph the equation and compare it with the graph of y equals x. It means just like tell that it's like shifted or that it's got a bigger slope or whatever. I don't care about that. All right, let me see. Where's it? Okay. All right, number 4. Y equals negative x. So I have a y-intercept where?
0 origin.
Yep, 0. And what is my slope?
Down 1.
Down 1, right 1. Um, 12. Y equals 3x minus 4. All right, what about this one?
Y-intercept and then -4.
Yep. And what about my slope?
3 to the right.
Up 3, right 1. And connect the dots. (16) f of x is equal to -5/4 times x plus 1. So just because sometimes people get confused, the f of x is the same thing as y, so if you see that, just treat it the same way. All right, what about this one? What do I do?
Plot 1.
Okay, plot 1. And what does my slope do?
Down 5 and to the right 4. Or you can go.
Yep.
Can't you flip the slope?
Yep. You can also go up 5 and back 4. Be over there. And I'm not writing like the increments on the graph. Like I'm sure when you had my mom, she probably made you write like all the little things on there, and Miss Marshall may have as well. I don't know if you graph lines in geometry, couldn't tell you. But as long as it's increments of 1, I don't care if you write them on there. Okay. Now, if you aren't using graph paper, you need to at least put like the tally marks on there where they go. But if you count in something like, say with this one, since it looks like it's going to be kind of big, if you wanted to count in like groups of 2, you just need to note that you're counting in groups of 2, like, and do that or something, just so I can see what it is. All right, are we okay with that kind of graphing?
Yeah.
Okay, great. The next thing then says to find the x and y intercepts of the line with a given equation. So this is where I use the cover-up method. It's 24 x minus y equals 4. So I need to know what the x-intercept is and the y-intercept. So to find the x-intercept, I cover up y. It's basically set y equal to 0. So that just says x is equal to 4. So my x-intercept is at 4. For the y-intercept, I make x 0, so I cover it up. So I have negative y is equal to 4, so the y-intercept is negative 4. One more of those. 28, 4x minus 5y is equal to 20. So what would my x-intercept be for this one?
5.
Yes. And my y-intercept?
-4. Wait, no.
Yeah.
Yes.
-4. We okay with those? All right. With that, it says to graph the equation, label any intercepts. So if they give you the equation of the line in standard form, so if they gave it to you like they did in 24 or 28 and we were going to graph it, I just plot those points on the x and y axis and draw a line between them. So something like 32, 2x minus 6y is equal to -12. So what is my x-intercept?
6.
-6.
Ooh,
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it's way over here. All right, and then my y-intercept? 2. And so then you can just connect the dots that way. Do y'all need to see more of those, or are we okay with those? Okay. And if for some reason you're struggling to graph them that way, it's probably the easiest way to graph, but if you're like, I like the other way better, you can always move stuff over and get it in y equals mx plus b if you just really wanted to. All right, this one really fast. If we have something like y equals -2, what does that graph look like?
It's going falling to the left.
What kind of a line is this?
Horizontal.
Horizontal.
It's a horizontal where?
And then
Yep.
Negative.
Second or third and eighth.
34th
Yeah.
quadrant.
Yep, so it's just down here. It's, whoa, that's not on the thing. So it's just on the axis. If it was x equals, what would it look like?
Oh, it'd be undefined.
Slope would be undefined.
It'd be
But-
vertical.
It'd be a vertical line. All right, y'all feel okay about those, all that stuff?
Yeah.
Good, okay. Then I'm just gonna go ahead and give you problems, cause
I mean, if you weren't okay with this, I think it'd be I'm not gonna say that and have like 5 problems with it. I don't know.
I'm not to give you an obnoxious amount of these.
Anybody want graph paper?
Yes, please.
It has 2 sides. One's bigger than the other one.
Thank you.
All right, there we go. Trying to take off some of what I normally give because y'all seem like you got it. Some years I have kids that can't graph. Like, scares me a little bit.